Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stamp a Blessing, where I stamp to cheer the brokenhearted and connect my friends to Jesus. I am super excited to be here this morning with you to stamp once more, and this time I'm gonna go with something a little different. It is a refreshing sketch that I created to make some thank you cards this season of my life. I need many thanks all the time. So thank you so much for connecting with me. I am going to be introducing a particular suite in the Stampin' Up mini catalog. It is called Home and Heart, and I hope that you already give it a try. If you have not, let's go and stamp together. I am sure you are going to love it. So thank you for joining me this morning. If you are here, say hello and let's start crafting. I want to introduce you to a refreshing sketch, and I call it refreshing because it's easy, okay? So if you are looking for something easy to do with what you have at hand, I'm going to invite you to do so. And if you have not been able to try the new Blessings of Home stamp set and all the suite that comes, is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to introduce you to it, okay? Good morning, Cookie Sheldon. So good to see you. Thank you for sharing. This is the mini catalog that started in January through June 2022. I still feel like it's very new because it's only March, and honestly, I started pretty slow this year. It's okay. I think it was part of my goals to be a little slower, though at times I get a little frustrated about that. It's okay. I'm going to open to the page 58 and 59, and I think I called it Home and Heart, and it's Heart and Home Suite from Stampin' Up. When I saw this first suite, I was intrigued because of the colors and the paper, which is lovely. And I want to show you a little bit of it. So this is where you find absolutely everything that belongs to the suite. Now, I actually don't have the entire suite because if you see this, it comes with the Blessings of Home bundle, which is the one I will be using today. But the whole suite comes also with the Honeybee Home bundle. This suite, this particular bundle, I do not have, and I don't have the embossing folder, but I do have everything else. I usually just choose what I like and order it, just like you, right? I like the Blessings of Home one, and I want to show you everything else that comes with it. So first of all is the Blessings of Home stamp set. Comes with 5 different sentiments and 2 clusters of flowers that are beautiful. And this is the Flowers of Home dies. As you see, it has framelets, and it also has some thinlets, how I call them. The framelets will go around the image and cut a particular frame. So you have framelets for both of the big images, and then you have some beautiful thinlets that are more intricate. I'm going to show you the main paper, and the paper is very sweet. It's just beautiful colors and flourishes, as you see. Very it feels like pastels to me, like soft pastels. This is a beautiful one as well, with a pale papaya, and it has the cinnamon cider with the bees. Okay, it also has this beautiful pattern right here that we will be using in our card today, and then it has the fresh freesia paper, and it kind of has this same image in it some places. Now, the cool thing about this paper is not just that, but it's also that the back of the paper offers so much more, because with this you can do so much. This is kind of like a wood pattern with grays, and I like that. These two are different patterns right here. I really like it. And then you have this one, which goes sideways, has some wood blocks. This one's go diagonal. It is a beautiful sweet Philomena indeed. Good morning, Carmen. Good to see you. This is another wood grain pattern, and then another one. So it's just gorgeous. I order a lot of this paper because I love this background, particularly for scrapbooking, and then adding some details with these beautiful colors. So I decided to create some nice cards with them, and I will be showing them to you in a minute. But then let me show you. It comes with some denim. This is the suite per se. Denim, it says ribbon, 3/8 ribbon right here. It's actually very soft. I really like this. It comes with a classic matte dots, black, gray, vanilla, and white. So there's 4 colors in there, and it also comes with doilies, and I absolutely love doilies. So I hope that if you are like me, oh my dear, the coolest thing is they come in this color The cinnamon cider, they come, I believe this is the basic gray, and they also come with a misty moonlight, but then when you turn them, they're white. So you can use this side, you can color them the color that you wish, or you can just go ahead and use this side. And at the end of this video, I will show you several samples with this beautiful bundle and all the products that come. Besides these, there's also something very special about this set, and is that they offer a Heart and Home Memories and More card pack. And I love their card packs. They are so neat. I already made a couple of cards, but I already sent them away, so I won't be able to show you that one. But it really comes with beautiful images. Look at that. And it also comes with sentiments. You're a real blessing to everyone around you, which is actually one of the stamp sets in this set. So you see the celebrate, you see the colors. They're just such pretty colors. It kind of reminds me of Easter. So I'm really excited to create more things with this one. You also get several sheets of stickers, so I like that as well. You have some sticker, and the stickers are kind of are tough, you know, are like not super flimsy. I like that. You have a thankful for you, happy birthday, we can get through anything together, goals, live simply, our happy life. And then I think you have 2 sheets of each. Oh, this is a different one. No, it's the same one. Our happy life. You see 2 sheets of this one, 2 sheets of that one. And then you get some 5 by, I believe it's 5 by 7 cards, or 4 by 6s. No, 4 by 6s. The cards are 5 by 7. These are 4 by 6s. And as we can get through anything together. Together is a beautiful place to be. What a beautiful day for love. I love that. I love that sentiment. You also have this one. And remember, Dana is here and she totally loves this beautiful collection. It is so nice. Thank you, Dana. It is such a nice one. I did not want to stop sharing it. And I thought, you know what? I've been creating with it a whole bunch, like a lot. But I share not much online with it. So I decided that it was time to do that. Particularly now that I don't have my paper pumpkin kit. So besides that, Stampin' Up came up with a cool idea of bringing Heart and Home Memories and More cards and envelopes. So when you buy the card pack, don't forget the envelopes, because they actually make them easy for you to create cards with this set. So if you want the memories and more, you want the more part, then it's for card making. And it comes with this little card bases. Look how nice they are, that you can then embellish with cards like this. Let me get the card out so you can see how they go together. Look how neatly they go together. Kind of has like a little bit on the outside there. Okay, this is the same color, so that doesn't work. But you can see it there. I think you are able to see it really well in there, and you can embellish them however you want. It comes with some of these, and then it comes with big ones as well. Oh, I forgot the envelope. So you create your card, and then you have a little envelope to put your card inside. And I used one of these to send to a friend of mine with a gift card, and that was really nice. I did embellish the front with some of the cards as well, and the stickers. And I have these big ones. I think they're like 5 by 7 if I'm not wrong. And then this is a 6 by 4, 4 by 6. Look how nice it says. They fit beautifully on the inside. So this is just a great way of making simple cards. Now today I'm not creating particularly with this set. I just wanted to introduce this suite to you. Let's go ahead and start our refreshing sketch of the day. This is a card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and you will score it in the middle at 4.25. Okay, and this is fresh yeah color, one of the ink colors for this year. Okay, or actually it was last year, right? I don't know. It goes for 2 years. Then you will have a piece of cardstock that is 3.25 by 5. So that is your whisper white or basic white cardstock. You will also have a piece of designer series paper, and I chose this beautiful pattern right here. This is a 2 inches by 5.5, and this will go along the side of my card base. What else do I need? And in this case, I cut some of my silver foil already before the video with this beautiful die right here. And look what a precious detail it adds to the card. Okay, if you don't have anything like this, I'll show you some samples of this same sketch with other stamp sets when we are done, so that you can go ahead and try it with whatever you have. I always say use what you have, and if you fall in love with this one, then use this one. Okay, now I'm going to bring my stamp apparatus and we are going to prepare this together. So here's my stamp apparatus. I'm going to take this out, and I'm also going to take my magnets and put them very far away from each other because I don't want them to be together. Then it's very hard to separate them. Okay, I want to set my precious card here somewhere. I think I'm gonna position it right here. I don't remember where was it that I put it, but I'll put it right there. I think that should work pretty good. Or maybe I'll put it right here. Yeah, I'll use these lines that are giving me. I'll use one of these and I'll put it right here, and I'll use the other one and I'll put it right here. Now, to show you what I will do, I want to show you the total process of it. I will get both my flowers. Okay, so I will be using this one, and I know I will be using this one again. And in this case, I actually want to use this stamp set, What a Beautiful Day for Love. And the reason why is because Easter is coming, so my focus is shifting toward Easter, and pretty much everything that I'm making is starting to look like Easter. Instead of looking like Christmas, you know, when everything starts looking like Christmas, my things are starting to look like Easter right now. And I know that in this particular card, I wish to set this stamp set right here. So I wanted to be right there and stamp right there. And then I would like for this stamp to simply sort of come right here. So I'm going to position it where I want it on my card. Okay, I'm using the lines of my paper because that way I can repeat this over and over again. Now my sentiment, I want that sentiment to go right here. So I'm going to make some good space for it. Let's put it right there, and hopefully it is straight. Now, for my sentiment, before I put my sentiment, I will use first this plate, and I will pick, I have not even put ink on it, okay? I'm just gonna pick my stamp sets right there and prepare them in a little bit with ink. And for my sentiment, you see, now I have to come back because I kind of move things around. So I need to make sure I'm putting this in the right spot. I'm just gonna do this. Make sure that my sentiments and my other one do not touch. Ooh. I don't want one to touch the other. Uh-oh, there you go. Okay, I think this is pretty much it. Yes, I want it right there. So I'm gonna now pick it up with my other acrylic plate. Okay, so I have those two ready to rock and roll. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight ink, and I'm going to use Fresh Yeah for my flowers. So the Misty Moonlight is for my sentiment, and my Fresh Yeah is for my beautiful flowers. So I'm gonna go ahead and ink my flowers first, very, very well, right here. And I like the trick of just setting a stamp case under, because it gives me a good, kind of like a good solid foundation right there. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to stamp, and I can do this as many times as I wish. There you go. You know what, it could actually stamp a little better up there. So I'm going to go to the toppy and I'm going to stamp it once more. Much better. Okay, I like that. And now I'm going to go and do the same with my sentiment. I'm going to go to the toppy, and I do not have another stamp over here, but I'm going to do my very best to ink it the best possible. I may be out of camera, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit off camera there. But I'm going to go there, and now I'm going to bring it over, and we're going to stamp What a Beautiful Day for Love, and pray that it's totally straight. Because I'm not sure if it's totally straight. Hey, that looks pretty good as well. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Now, if I want to make another one, I would have to put it exactly where I put my previous one. Now, where was that? I don't remember. So it may have been right here or not. Was it there? Was I totally crazy? No, it cannot be, because look at my sentiment. I think it was right there. Yeah, it was there. Okay, so I'm going to position it again. And that's the good thing about having a stamp apparatus. You can kind of do things over again. if you need to stamp them over and over. So I'm gonna do this too and see how they come. Fresh fresia. Beautiful. I'm gonna leave them like that, and then I'm going to stamp or ink my little sentiment up here, and I'm gonna go down, and I'm actually not gonna press too hard on this sentiment, because I think if you press it too hard it gets a little bit smooshy. Oh, that is so much better. I like that one. So this is all the stamping that I'm making on this card so far. Very easy sketch to follow. Okay, I'm gonna close my inks. I'm gonna get this one out of here. And I'm going to move my Stamparatus for the moment being. Now, if you don't want your magnets to be crazy cuckoo everywhere, just as soon as you finish, put them back where they belong. That way you won't lose them, like I do sometimes. Okay, so we have this one right here. I'm going to use this one because I think it looked much better. Okay, and we have our base right here. And we will be positioning first this part. Okay, so I will bring my glue, and the way this sketch is gonna go is you're gonna take this 3/4 by 5 and you're gonna put it right here. Okay, so you have a good space over here, and you have a little space on the side of your designer search paper. Okay, super simple sketch to use with pretty much anything that you have at home. So any pretty stamp set that you're not sure how to start using, I will encourage you to use this sketch. Super simple, and it's a way that I am making some thank you cards for my customers and thank you cards for those who are a blessing in many ways to me. Now, something else I want to do is I want to place this here, but I want to do something a little different. I actually want to put it with some dimensionals. So let me bring my dimensionals. Wherever they are, here they are. I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to put some dimensionals in. I'm so happy for the Stamparatus having 2 plates. Yes, you are, my dear. Oh, yes, it is a blessing. Sometimes I've been considering, I need more. Like, I want more plates. I want to have them ready. You know, when you start making a card and you want to make more, but you also want to use the Stamparatus to make other cards. So you wish you have more plates and you can just have a bunch of stamps put, so you don't have to be taking them off and putting them back. That's me. Sometimes I just don't want to do that. And I use the back of them at times because you can put more stamps on the back and at the bottom. So yeah, I guess I don't have an excuse. With 2 is enough. But Jessica sometimes thinks that she wants more. And now that I am in a decluttering season, anybody say amen? I'm there too. I've been decluttering since, oh my goodness, since the year started. I've been just getting things out. I still have some boxes of priority mail that I'm going to send to some friends. I have some things for the donation. I have cards that I am just giving away. I have a lot of things. It's a whole process. So here's our beautiful card, and we're going to put this, as I said, so like right there. Last but not least, I will take this beautiful part right here. And what I'll do is that I'll put it looking in, okay? And this is going to be kind of like my embellishment. It's not a lot. I'm not using a lot in this card. I'm just using a little bit of paper or a little bit of white cardstock, a little bit of foil in this case is the little beautiful thing that I'm wearing for this card. I'm not even adding any gems or anything. I'm just keeping it simple. And one of the reasons why is because honestly, sometimes you just want to send a simple card and not need to add a bunch of more postage to it. Lately, all my cards are so thick and have so much embellishment that I always have to pretty much send them like for $4. I'm like, oh, this is not good. Maria said, did you say declutter? Yes, we're declaring. Okay, so what a beautiful day for love. I think this is a great idea to use for an Easter card, to be honest. And if I were to put an inside, I think I'm going to be making one that simply says, Happy Easter. It is definitely a day for love, but I wanted to show you other examples of the same sketch and how this actually came to be. Okay, I prepared several of these cards with We Can Get Through Anything Together. because so many people are going through so many situations right now. And I believe that this is a beautiful stamp to have. We can get through anything together. The Lord is with us and he puts us together as a family. So I created several of the same. And I thought that using your Stamparatus, you can do something very similar. Okay. After that, I also came up and created this card with the Eden's Garden. So this is the set, the Eden's Garden, such beautiful right here is sending hugs. Now in this particular card, I want to show you that I did something different with that side. Instead of putting something like that, I use the die that gives you a border, which is this one right here. And I put that border behind my 2 inches by 5.5 inches of designer shears paper. So you see, it's pretty much the same card. I put the sentiment down here and just the image in here. This one is glued, it's not with dimensionals, but this brings so much. And then the paper has that foil gold in it that makes it so special. This particular card came out of this one that I created years ago. Okay, this was my inspiration. It was years ago that I made it with a this is already retired, but this was so easy to make. So if you look at it, it pretty much has exactly the same sketch. So I want you to be creative and use what you have and make something similar and then share it with me, because that is such a blessing to me as well. I have another one in here that I think I received in a swap. And if you think about it, it pretty much follows the same idea. It has a strip of designer shears paper, but in this case, it was matted on black cardstock. The center is smaller and it was matted on black cardstock. And then they put a beautiful flower with a bee and a thank you and also a little bit of twine. So I believe that I even went a little bit simpler with my card. So I hope that you are inspired to create something similar. Now, I'm going to put this ones aside because I want you to see different samples that I created with the Blessings of Home bundle and the beautiful paper. So I'll show you one by one and then we'll go to the word. Okay. So this is one that I created. It says, have a perfect birthday. I use my designer shears paper in the back and entirely covered the cardstock. Okay. This one, I think I actually colored it with some sponges. I just took a little bit of color from the ink pads and I just sponge over it. And then I cut a piece of paper, have a perfect birthday, little bit of ribbon behind it, and super, super simple. And then look how gorgeous that looks in Misty Moonlight. I just stamped, I did nothing to that, but it looks so beautiful to put on the inside of your card. So this is just such a beautiful bundle. I'll show you another set, another idea with the same bundle right here. I put some dark color on the green and then I believe that I stamp off and then I stamp on top of it with the lighter color. So when you have one stamping pad, you actually have 2 colors, because if you stamp off, then it becomes lighter, like in this card. I think I also have an inside, thank you for inspiring me. So I put thank you on the outside and then I finish with thank you for inspiring me. Okay, I have another one right here, and this one says, you are a real blessing to everyone around you. And I did about the same thing as on the first card. I used some of my sponges, and on this one I actually put some nice little gems on there, but I like that I actually stamp, look, I stamp the cinnamon cider color on the inside and also on the background cardstock or card base, and also in this one right here. Then I use one of my punches and I put 2 different colors on the back. The inside super simple with cinnamon cider on there. This is one of my favorite ones, okay? And I have one more to show you, but this is certainly one of my favorite ones. I use 2 pieces of paper. If you see, I most likely is the front and the back, okay? I believe this is a 4 by 5.25 that I cut in half, and I put the front and the back side by side. Then I have a perfect birthday. And I stamp this same stamp 1 time, 2 times, 3 times in different cardstocks, okay? Soft succulent, fresh freesia, and pale papaya. And then I sort of paper piece, so I took several parts and put them in there, if you can see it. Hopefully you're seeing my cards well and I'm not totally off camera. And then I put some of the soft succulent, I believe, ribbon behind it. So that is one of my favorites right there. And this is the last one. Let me see what I have here. Did I do something on the inside? Yes, I did. Oh, look at that. I put pale papaya on the inside and put "You're a real blessing to everyone around you." And then I glue this. I actually stamp it, and then I adhere it to that one in there. And this is the last card that I have to show you today. It also says, "Thank you for inspiring me." It has one flower die cutted and stamped in there, but also has another layer behind it with a fresh freesia that is not stamped. It's just there for dimension and for beauty. You know, we're here to reveal the beauty of the Lord with everything that we have. And this is the inside of my card as well. So I hope that you are inspired. I plan to keep bringing more ideas with this particular bundle. I've really been working hard with it, and just to inspire you to create your own cards. If you do, and if you tried this beautiful sketch, oh, please show it to me. Even if you're using whatever you have at home, show me what you make, because it is really fun to see you creating, and it's a blessing to have you here. I'm going to turn my camera around, and I would love to bring you a word of encouragement from the Bible that's been in my heart. Thank you so much for being here. Let me share with you John chapter 15. And I want to introduce you to this verse number 7, actually 5. It starts by saying, Jesus is talking. He says, "I am the vine. You are the branches. If a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." And then in verse 7 it says, "If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be given you." I believe this is a powerful promise, and it was said by Jesus. He wants you and me to remain in him, to abide in him, to stay close to his heart. And he also wants us to keep his word in us. Day in and day out, he wants his word in us. And I can tell you what, when that happens in our lives, we start seeing the goodness of God. We start seeing the miracles of God. And I am searching and I am seeking his presence to keep seeing his goodness, and not just to see it for myself, but to share that goodness with other people, to share that goodness even in prayer through the nations and everything that is going around. We are right now the hands and feet of Jesus on earth. We are to share the power of God with others. Salvation, resurrection, healing, and peace. I pray that you bring the ministry of reconciliation to others with what you do through abiding in Christ. So today I cheer you on to stay close to the heart of the Father. I love you, ladies, and thank you so much for joining me. Hope you go blessed, and this is a week of victory in your lives. Mwah. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.